Hello everyone, welcome to the Joking Dolphin Gaming Pod. I'm Mark and as always I'm joined by Matthew.
Hi.
And Nathan.
Hello.
I went very high pitched there, didn't I?
A little bit. I was almost like trying to match you there.
I don't know what happened there. How are we doing?
All right. A bit cosy at the moment.
A bit cosy.
Yeah. I got my Sonic the Hedgehog robe on, so.
It's starting to get a bit cold now, isn't it?
Just.
I have noticed.
The robes are out. I've got mine on as well. Not as suave as Matt's, I've got to say, but yeah, maybe if at next one you need to get your robe on, Mark, and we can all just be there. I will confirm that we got stuff underneath the robes, so.
Yeah.
I mean, you speak for yourself.
Okay.
I can see a t-shirt outline there. Don't worry, it's fine.
No, you don't.
Shall we move on to news?
Yes, let's do it.
Let's do.
Right, anything anybody wants to kick off with?
Yeah, I want to kick off with possibly one of my favourite video game is the word I'm looking for, series. Getting a confirmation of their TV series, or when the first episodes are going to be.
Yes. Please elaborate.
Yes. So we got a bit of a fancy advertisement from Amazon Prime, revealing a little sneaky confirmation date of the first episode for their Fallout series.
Yes. When is it?
It will be the 12th of April next year.
Yeah. But I know because they do that silly American date format. So it's 4
it
or
was
12,
a little confusing.
24.
So I was like, whoa, that's a bit far. What's going on?
Yeah, 4th of December next year. No, 12th of April.
Yes.
Is it, how many episodes do we know there is? Is it 8? Something like that? It's around that.
Probably.
I did like the little reveal graphic they did on Twitter /X.
Oh, it's very lovely. Very
Pit Boy.
Fallout.
Yeah. Very on brand.
Suppose as well, there was a message in there that said Holotape found 101 the end, which I think is implying that episode 1 will be titled The End. So, cool.
No prizes for guessing what's going to happen in that then.
Well, it'll just be the end, won't it?
I imagine
that'll be the end of the series.
Yeah.
One episode lasted quite well.
Do you think it's actually going to be any good?
I've got high hopes because there's a lot of lore in the Fallout universe.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've heard, the series will actually be set in Los Angeles. Sorry, and I don't think from memory anywhere in the Fallout lore has touched that area quite as yet. We've had Fallout 3, which is in Washington DC, New Vegas, obviously in Las Vegas, Nevada, and then Fallout 4 was in Boston, if I am correct. I think it was Boston.
So this is the original story.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an original story, well, everything's tied to Vault-Tec in a way, with all the vaults that they made around the country, but it'll be interesting to see sort of like an original take with familiar creatures, shall we say.
You can see that Deathclaw.
Oh my goodness. Honestly. First time that I'll appear, I think I'll go nuts.
I've got some hopes, because Walter Goggins is in it. I quite like him.
Oh yeah.
So what were you saying there?
I was going to say, I think for me, the second I see one of those giant mosquitoes, that'll be it for me. Just like when I got Fallout 3 and it killed me and then I was like, nope, not playing that game. Like the second that I get out of the vault, just get killed by a mosquito.
The Cazadors and then the giant rad scorpions as well.
Yeah. One thing that I really like about Fallout is, do you know the stories for like what's happened within the vaults and stuff? So I'd like to see if they could do like a couple of episodes focusing on different vaults and digging into like the stories and what kind of experiments get done there. I think that might be quite interesting to look at.
Maybe the first few episodes shouldn't leave the vault. Should focus on
that. Could be interesting, yeah. Well, certainly the first one away, if there was like an hour-long episode, maybe take 15, 20 minutes of like how our main protagonists end up in a vault.
Yeah.
Or maybe their parents, perhaps, depending on how long it goes forward in future, and then just like spend the rest of it. Vault life, what it's like in that vault, and then maybe the escape by the end of it.
And then I wanted to see them go through the trials and tribulations that I did on Fallout New Vegas.
That's it, get that power armor.
Yeah.
The never-ending quest.
Ooh. I would just like to take a little time as well, because it is related to Fallout, and specifically Fallout New Vegas. I will say, I suppose my condolences to Matthew Perry's family and friends, as he did unfortunately pass away. I think it was late last night, or early hours, I think it was.
At time of recording, yep.
Yeah, at time of recording. And if, like me, if you're like a massive Fallout nerd, then you know that Matthew Perry did voice, I think it was Benny in Fallout New Vegas.
Yep.
The elusive man who started your adventure with a shot to the head.
Yeah. Pesky fella.
Yeah. Yeah. Really sad news.
Okay, should we move on to some Nintendo news?
Ooh.
They've caused some controversy by announcing strict guidelines to regulate community tournaments. So these are like not-for-profit, small-scale community tournaments involving games which Nintendo owns the copyright to. So they're not licensed by Nintendo themselves, these events. And they've put a long list of rules on their website stipulating what can and can't be done at these independent tournaments. And some highlights of this are any community tournaments may not generate commercial revenue except as permitted by these guidelines. A cap of 200 participants in person or 300 for online tournaments. So if you want 201, you're stuffed.
Can't do it. Nintendo's going to come after you.
I don't understand that. This one really confused me. It says organisers may not receive compensation from third-party sponsors. I guess that kind of makes sense. But they may not sell food or beverages.
What?
At the events.
That's rubbish, because let's say, for example, Extra Life did a Nintendo tournament or something. Could they not sell their own food while that was running? I'd guess
Apparently
not.
I don't know. Or they can't sell merchandise as well. Depends what merchandise we're talking about there, I guess. No prizes could exceed a market value of £4,500 or €5,000 in total. No spectator fees for online tournaments, and organisers must publicly disclose all accounting related to the costs of hosting the event promptly. So Nintendo accountants are going to be searching through
on your
books.
doorstep, yeah.
Yeah. There's also another discouraging thing that was this was pointed out by a streamer called Arevia. That apparently the rules restrict the use of game consoles, accessories, and software not licensed by Nintendo. And this is problematic because it poses accessibility issues for those who require modified controllers due to disability.
Ooh.
So that's alienating them from it, which isn't a good sign.
No, it's not good luck. I mean, Nintendo have always been really stringent in terms of controlling things, like on social media, and even going back to the 80s, with their monopolistic practices. And this is just kind of moved on from that, I think. But yeah, I can see why they've done it, because obviously they like to control their image and how they're perceived. But
it's a bit ham-fisted, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
A little bit.
I mean, maybe they should just work together more. So, like, these tournaments, they're only trying to, popularise their games.
Well, that's it. It's good marketing for them.
Celebration of the games that they make. So,
I do like that they put in place, basically, certain costs per person for entering these tournaments. I think that's good. So that people who run them can't just charge tons of money for you to have to enter.
Yeah.
Well, that's
That makes
that's
sense.
if you were doing an online one, isn't it? Like you would normally probably stream that on Twitch or YouTube. And if you're going to charge people to watch that, then good luck.
Just having a look down this list. It's a big one.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
but it
Nintendo,
is.
isn't it?
This is an interesting bit. The total amount of revenue a single organizer earns in a 12-month period through these activities should be no more than £9,000 or €10,000 to the equivalent of. So you can't run many of them then.
I was about to say, you wouldn't be able to run that many.
Maybe that's the point, isn't it? They don't want people to run.
Oh yeah, we don't want people to grow and be competition. Rubbish.
Do better, Nintendo.
Well, sticking with Nintendo.
Yeah, what have they done there?
Well, they've recently filed a patent that people have discovered that refers to a dual screen gaming device that can split in half.
What?
You heard me.
A dual screen device that can split in half. What, the screens can split it off, or the device can split it off? Or both?
I suppose the device in a way. I'll send over the article I got it from so you can see the images. So basically based on the article that was on Video Games Chronicle, it goes on to say that this was, according to Game Rant, which shared the images supposedly attached to the patent, reminiscent of the Nintendo 3DS. However, instead of the clamshell design, which saw the top screen fold in onto the bottom screen, this design sees the top screen face out even when the machine is closed over. So you'll kind of have like screens on both sides. If you can see how that, if you can imagine that.
That's interesting. I can imagine that could be useful if you've got like a VR headset you can plug it into, and then someone can see the other side for like weird two-player games.
That'd be
Hang on,
strange.
what? So it's a fold-over device where the screens are on the outside of it?
Yeah. So it says here as well.
I can imagine a lot of fingerprints. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, yeah, definitely. Don't forget to get a screen protector on at least one side. So it continues to say the top and bottom parts of the machine would also be able to operate independently of each other.
So it's for multiplayer then. So you can snap it off and give it to somebody else.
Potentially.
No, but hang on, can you actually pull it apart? Or does it just fold?
No, it says you can pull it apart. It will detach. So you essentially have like, imagine putting two switches on top of each other.
Is it that big?
Well, I don't know if it's that big.
Well, it's the
I can't
concept,
see-
isn't it?
It's a concept.
It's
I
gonna
suppose
have
it could be
it's gonna
like
have
the
to be light if it
next,
needs-
their next new handheld, maybe. I don't know if it'd be like the next console.
Hey, we'd be looking for the Switch 2. This can be split into two, so yeah.
Well, rather
marketing
Nintendo
writes
Switch,
itself,
there's
doesn't it?
Nintendo Split,
That's
isn't
it.
There we go. Could be the future, but I mean, they have patent other ideas that haven't really gone anywhere. As in the article as well, there's for potentially the Switch, they made like an oval controller where like the screen was like the full controller. It just looked a bit weird.
I don't like that. I don't like gaming
No.
on my phone at best of times. It'd just be like that, wouldn't it? Using like a...
In a weird way, yeah.
Yeah.
But then like the screen's oval as well, so how do you get like how does that look on a full screen?
Don't know. Plus it could slip out your hand.
True, if they've built anything like a Wii controller.
I sense there's going to be a lot of cracked screens with this as well.
Well, so they can
Well,
sell
yeah,
you
if you
repairs,
drop it,
that's why.
one side's gonna get cracked.
There you go. You've got to the crux of it there, Dave.
Yeah, that's it. That's
All
why.
the repair costs. Oh, Nintendo know what they're doing.
Actually, everyone buy screen protectors because you're going to need two, so they're going to be up.
Anyone
The thing is, a lot of companies a lot of companies make patents, but don't end up actually going anywhere anyway. So this might not see the light of day.
Well, that's it. There's probably a lot of things that are being patented, as in like ideas, potential future stuff that just absolutely went nowhere because they actually tried making it and realised it was not a good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, there's Nintendo, when they had the GameCube, wanted to do like a Wii concept, but at the time the hardware wasn't powerful enough to do it. So obviously a few years later, when they could do stuff like that, then they came out with a Wii. So it might be one of them things that they hold on to and maybe use in a decade's time.
Maybe. I mean, with the looks of it, it could definitely be like the next handheld if they wanted to go back into that split market of like just pure console.
Split market. Yeah.
Can we move on?
Sure. Do you want some more disappointing news?
Go on then.
Yeah,
disappointing
go on.
news.
So there's more in the never-ending world of company layoffs.
Oh, goody.
Yep. So Dreams and Little Big Planet developer Media Molecule has announced that they are cutting 15 to 20% of their workforce. And this follows the end of support for Dreams, which ceased at the beginning of September. So in a statement on Twitter/X, they said the following. Media Molecule has made significant strategic changes during the past year, including shifting our focus from Dreams to our new project. We have had to make the difficult decision to begin the consultation process for team members within certain departments of the studio. This is a tough moment for the individuals impacted and the studio overall. Every single role that has been put at risk is delivered by someone who has contributed something special to Media Molecule. We will make sure those impacted receive the best support we can provide during this process. We will continue to support the Dreams community for the foreseeable future and will update on future plans at a later date. What's happening? It's never ended.
That's it. I mean, funnily enough, I read an article earlier on today about how many people within the industry have lost their jobs since the start of this year, and it's now over 6,000, including this one.
Wow.
It's tough out there because we've had obviously Epic Games, Niantic, EA, Unity, Volition going under.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot they went under.
Shame. But, I mean, the writing was on the wall when they stopped supporting Dreams, because obviously they don't need people to do that anymore, so.
The thing is, like, what's the next thing for them? Because, like, when the Dreams come out, it's good amount of years ago now, isn't it?
Was that like 2018? Ish.
Maybe. I feel like it's been even longer.
5+ years, I think. Came out on PS4, that's definite.
Yeah. Oh, wow. 2020 it came out.
Really?
Does not feel like it. Yeah, 14th of February 2020.
Wow.
That's even more of a surprise that they stopped support. Because Dreams, that was supposed to be like what's called Dreams, isn't it? It's the nature of what it is. People user created things, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I would have expected it to go on longer for their support. Very strange.
I thought they would like evolve it once the PS5 came out.
Yeah, I would think it'd be an update. I wonder what their new thing is. Little Big Planet. I don't know what number we're on.
4?
Is it 4?
Yeah, I think so.
We'll go 4.
But the thing is with Dreams, they can't make any more money out of it. So.
True.
And they've been supporting it for 3.5 years, and that costs money. But I like Dreams. Every now and again I'll pop on, just have a little look around and play some little experience games. I played this game where basically you're in this cubicle and you crap and wee everywhere and vomit.
Okay. I mean, that's the thing about Dreams is that you'll find just about anything on there.
Yeah.
That you want. Somebody will have made something. But
actually, that is the game. Like, if I was on a desert island, I'd probably pick Dreams because it's a bit of a cheap one. Sorry, Mark, what were you going to say?
No, it's a zillion games in one, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I was just going to say, I kind of like going on Dreams around Christmas. I like seeing the little Christmas levels that people make on it. That's quite fun and enjoyable. Because a lot of things are quite whimsical on Dreams, aren't they? It's like, I remember somebody made like a big massive tower, which is basically going up a Christmas tree. That was pretty good. And
Oh,
There's
yeah.
one where you're inside a snow globe, and it actually shook.
Oh, that'd
Or
be
whatever. Yeah. Don't know. It's quite fun dreams. I might go back on it at some point, actually.
Yeah, treat yourself.
Because I was thinking, I'll leave it like ages, and then I'll go back on it, and then obviously there's a load of new stuff on it.
Yeah.
fun.
Sad. Should we talk about a game that's done well, though?
Ooh, which one is that?
Is it Spider-Man?
It may be Spider-Man. So yeah, in the first 24 hours, it's apparently sold more than 2.5 million copies,
Wow.
That is a lot.
which makes it the fastest selling PlayStation Studios game in PlayStation history.
Wow.
I'm not surprised. It is a fantastic game and people have been waiting a long time for this.
Now, it's just PS5, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not PS4,
Yeah,
is it?
there isn't a PS4.
That makes it even more extraordinary,
Mm.
considering all, the troubles people had getting PS5s.
But I think they've been readily available for at least the last year, haven't they? So anyone who wanted ones now probably got one.
Yeah, I guess so.
And what are the PlayStation 5 sales figures?
But it's probably a lot more now. 2.5 million 24 hours.
I'd say you might be looking at the 40 plus mark, maybe more.
Yeah, looks like it. This was on 9th of August, but sold over 40 million. So yeah.
Nah, all those people could enjoy those glitches.
Exactly.
Yeah.
With Peter
What
Parkour.
glitches?
What? Did you see my fantastic glitch that I said?
I've not watched it actually.
Did you not see it?
What happened?
I feel like I might
Let me
have.
watch it now.
What happened?
So, I was playing as Miles,
Yeah.
swinging about, and then I switched to Peter, and he's a small white cube,
Oh,
the
you've
cube.
got that rare glitch.
and he's just swinging
What?
around as a
That
cube.
rare glitch, like we're collecting them.
Yeah.
Well, we are on Spider-Man, but yeah,
It was amazing.
I've got to see
To
this.
be fair, I heard the latest patch that has come out has solved the cubeness. So
Oh. I was actually
but
disappointed
Spider
when it
Cube
disappeared.
is no more.
Because I did actually notice something, because when I was playing with Miles,
Mm.
I was on the main menu, on the suits menu. And
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
you can switch, it's got them stood in the middle in it, and you can just
Yeah.
switch between them, they stood there. I did notice that Peter was a cube on the menu. And I'm just like, that's just a visual thing, this game's had plenty of visual glitches and things like that. And then I just went back to playing as Miles, blah, 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 blah. And then I switched to Peter, and then in game, he was the cube. So like, okay,
Oh wow!
there we go.
Oh my goodness, the cube's jumping around.
Yeah.
The cube's swinging. Oh my
I'm
god!
disappointed I didn't
this
do
is
more
amazing.
with it, to be honest. I
Yeah.
should have done more.
You should have recorded like full
Did you do any
5 minutes.
fighting? With
No,
it?
that's what disappointed me. I should have
Just
gone.
the cube kicking the crap out of everyone.
But I was just worried it was going to end up like,
Bricking again.
like corrupting my save or something like that, or something daft like that.
Come on, Mark. That's a risk I'm willing to take.
I know. I was on the platinum run, so I couldn't
That
risk
is-
it. But no, Spider-Man done very well. Unsurprisingly,
That's good.
it is.
Or we up and get Spider-Man 3 out.
Stay
That's going to be at least another 3-4 years.
Oh, don't say that.
It will.
That means it could be 2027. I don't like the sound of that. That's the future, that is.
PS6 launch title.
Yeah? I mean, the PS5 will have been out for 7 years at that point.
How much can you do with a Spider-Man game on new hardware?
Photorealistic
exciting.
New York.
That's it. We're going to have New York, and then we're going to have like another city next along. You'll be able to play.
All of America.
New Jersey as well.
Oh yeah, I'm going to web swing with my desert in the bloody Nevada. That's going to go well. Should we move on to some news of an old superhero game that got a surprising update?
I know what you're talking about. I don't think it's surprising, but go on.
Well, I mean, it's surprising the way that it kind of got dropped out of nowhere, and then
True. You
you
thought
know,
there might have been an
people
announcement
found
about
it. Yeah. So a new skin was added to the Epic Game Store version of Batman Arkham Knight. And the new skin they added in was Robert Pattinson's Batman from the Batman last year. I mean, what was surprising is they just popped on the game randomly. No news about it. No fanfare. Just hey, here's the skin.
Yeah.
I think a few people managed to get to play with it before it was actually removed.
Oh, I didn't know it got removed.
Yeah.
Why was it removed? Was it accidental?
I'm assuming so. I imagine that they probably wanted to do some sort of announcement for it. Because otherwise, why would you just randomly
accidentally release that? What did you just lean on the wrong button? That's it.
Yeah.
I understand how that happens.
Rather than minimise, they click post by accident, and it's like, oh.
Yeah, they just leant on the end button by accident, and they just published the update. Went for lunch, came back, and was like, "Oh God, what's happened here? Why is there post of the skin?"
But I think the logic here is that obviously there's going to be this Switch Arkham collection, isn't there?
Yes,
so I presume
it would
have been part of that.
Well, it was due release this month, but it's been pushed back 2 months, so I'm not sure what the official.
Oh, so was that supposed to have been out now? Maybe
that's what's happened.
Yeah,
maybe there's a timing thing. Well, it will launch. I do have the new launch date. It is on 1st of December. The Arkham trilogy. So maybe we will see the return of Mr. Robertson then.
Robertson.
Yes, I've combined
I caught that.
first and second.
We knew you meant. But just a brief segue, because I just watched an interesting YouTube video earlier today, and it was about Arkham City. So the beginning of Arkham City, you play as Bruce Wayne for a bit.
Yeah.
Well, it was just a video that showed you about how much of the game you can play just as Bruce Wayne. Because you can actually get out of the beginning.
You
can escape through invisible wall.
Oh.
As Bruce Wayne. And it was just basically a video explaining about all the stuff you can do as Bruce Wayne. I just thought it was quite interesting. But you can't. You can't really get much into the story because.
No, I imagine you can.
Because you get to the courthouse bit with Two-Face.
Oh, Two-Face.
And there's a bit where you have to scan bullet holes, I think, something like that, in the court.
Oh, without his cow.
Exactly. You can't do that, so you kind of scuppered there. But you can go and collect a bunch of Riddler trophies and all that, and you can climb rooftops and all that. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But obviously you can't grapple, so you got to be parkouring your way everywhere. But no, it was just quite interesting. But apparently, total overall completion of 100%, you could do 2%.
I mean, that's still more than what I thought it would have been. I'd have thought it would be like 0 point something.
That meant nothing, but I just thought that was quite interesting.
Can you fight as Bruce Wayne?
You can. Yeah.
Can you level up and stuff?
You can. I believe you can level up, but you can't spend your points on anything.
Ah.
I think
that makes sense. Interesting. Right. Well, from I suppose superheroes to I suppose you could call him a bit of a super soldier, a little bit.
He's a super soldier. I'll call him that.
It's a bit. We got our first in-engine look, as they want to officially call it, at Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. So Konami shared with us it was about 2 minutes long of some of the beginning missions of the original game, souped up in Unreal Engine 5. And I must say already, the game is a bit of a looker.
Does look good, doesn't it?
Does look pretty good. I do like seeing how the animals interact with the environment. Seeing Mr. Naked Snake walking through the mud. I love the mud.
Yeah, like
physics, I suppose is the best. Yeah, as you're walking through, it's like sludging through, like ooh.
Yeah. And then when he got out, and obviously it's dripping off him and all that.
Oh yeah, it's just dripping. Like, yeah, there's one point where he's just fully dripped in mud and he's like sneaking his way in past soldiers and stuff. Yeah, I'm a little bit more optimistic about this now. They're giving us an actual look at it. Looks pretty decent.
I'm just trying to. It's Konami though, isn't it? I'm just because
Konami.
the Master Collection hasn't been received very well.
Yeah, well,
so I'm just trying to temper expectations. It does look good.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
I don't want to go over the top just yet.
No, not quite yet, but we'll see. I did see a video as well. Someone did like a compilation of like animations that are in this game and then compared them to what was in, I think it was MGS5, I think.
Yes, I think I saw the same thing,
and they looked pretty close, but like, I'm not going to argue. I think the animations that were in MGS5 anyway were pretty good for that style of game. You know, it was smooth. I want the game to play smooth. If it's going to be like that, fair enough. I'm sure they'll have had some troubles transferring those animations over from the Fox engine to Unreal Engine 5. But yeah, so far so good. Hopefully we'll see a little bit more. I will mention as well, this it was debuted at the Xbox Partner Preview live stream. So Xbox got to see a little bit of it first, which is a little strange considering the history of Metal Gear Solid and PlayStation. But
those days are long gone now, my friend.
Well, yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So, yep, so far so good. We'll see. Hopefully look to see more of it in the future.
Okay, should we move on to any other business there?
Ooh, what kind of business we got?
Anybody else got any? Because
I'm all out.
Just me then? Fine. Okay,
Yep.
Here we go.
Talk about your business.
So, this is just an interesting news story that popped up. So, Blizzard has announced that they plan to give away a custom liquid-cooled PC infused with real human blood.
Oh my goodness.
In a cross-promotion for Diablo 4, Season of Blood, and the blood donation drive at US hospitals. So there is a logical reason behind all this. They're not just being weird. So between October the 20th and November the 20th, if you donate your blood, you can log your contribution. This is in the US. And the hope is to reach a total of 666 quarts of blood. Now, I don't know what that is in
What is a
our
quart?
money. Is it 2-3 litres, something like that?
I know, sounds like a lot.
that's what they're trying to
1.13 litres in a quart.
Okay. So the plan is to try and accumulate that in total. And this is taken from the official Blizzard website. Every player will reap the benefits of those willing to contribute to the blood harvest. Blood harvest.
Sounds demonic.
Our goal is to harvest a total of 666 quarts of blood. Crimson-coated cosmetics will be unlocked upon hitting 33%, 66%, and 100% of our goal. Plus, once the grand total is reached, a sweepstakes for a custom liquid-cooled PC infused with real human blood will unlock. All players in the United States over 18 could enter to win, regardless of if they donated blood or not. Must be a bit annoying if
I would have
you donated blood,
I would have kept it for the ones who donated, who could prove it. Well, I don't know how you would prove it. Here's my bag of blood.
Well, if they're going to
take a selfie with
selfie from the hospital, yeah.
Yeah, just absolutely douse it.
Yeah. Details, eligibility requirements, and official rules for the sweepstakes will be shared after the sweepstakes unlocks. Do you want a blood? Cool blood? I don't know. What? How? What? I don't understand. What? It's just going to be a silly thing where it's just going to be.
By blood. I mean,
no,
I can imagine.
No.
I can imagine the liquid cooler is normal, and then maybe there's like a small vial of blood as like a prop thing. But
yeah, there'll only be a few drops in, won't there? It's not like
I want it fully
blood. Yeah.
tubes
Could
of
you
blood
imagine?
moving around, and then in the middle of the PC there's like a little heartbeat thing, and blood circulates around the PC's wires.
Ooh, that could be like the fan for the processor.
It would be
as it goes
cool.
through. That'd be.
You need a new PC, don't you, Matt? So get across.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
let me just donate 2 liters of blood.
Well, apparently you don't have to have donated anyway.
Well, no, I suppose.
You just go
You
over
should-
there.
but
You
should
just
do, 'cause
encourage.
It's a nice thing to do.
Yeah, go over there, encourage a load of people to donate.
Not to do
Yeah,
it,
and then
because
claim
then
the
you get
prize.
a better chance.
Well, you wouldn't, would you? Because sweepstakes pretty much for anyone. So
It does say in the United States though, so you're gonna have to be over there.
yeah, that's a bit of a shame. I'm
Right.
gonna have to plan a trip.
No. We can get it delivered to the office in the US and then get them to ship it to us.
Perfect. Yes,
See? Big brain move.
that's
Yeah.
it.
I want a new PC now. Is there a picture of it? Or is it just...
There is a picture of sorts, but it says this isn't the real thing. It will actually look quite different, apparently.
Oh,
So no,
That's
there isn't. But yeah. Well, there you have it for another episode there, chaps. Thanks very much. If you enjoyed listening to us, please consider tuning in next time. We release weekly on Tuesdays. You can visit our website at jokingdolphin.com. Follow us on all social media platforms to continue the conversation. You can find Joking Dolphin on YouTube and Facebook, as well as on Instagram and Twitter at Joking Dolphin. Until next time, thanks for listening. Goodbye.
still wrong.
Goodbye.